Hi, welcome back to the Angular and Spring Boot CRUD tutorial. In this video, we're going to add a routing to our Angular application, and also we're going to create a new component for adding a new expense. So let's begin. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. So I have already started the Angular application. Let's go to the browser and open a new tab and navigate it to the localhost 4200. And you can see this is what we have done in our previous video. We have displayed the list of expenses inside the browser. So now we need to create a one more button in this page, and when the user click on the button, we have to display a form where the user will enter the expense details. That is what the plan is. First, let's go to the Visual Studio Code and create a new component. I'm going to create a new terminal window, and let me clear the console. So we have already seen, for creating a new component, the command for Angular CLI command is ng g for generate, c for component, and we're going to keep all the components in a dedicated folder components, and I'm going to call the component as add expense. And I don't want the spec files to be generated for this component, so I'll set -- skip tests. So this is going to generate only the HTML file, CSS file, and the TS file. It also updates the app.model.ts file, but it never going to create the test files. So if you go to the components, and you can see we have this expense folder, add expense folder, and you can see the necessary files inside this folder. So let's quickly add a routing to our Angular application. So let's go to the app.model.ts file, and let me minimize this. And inside this, so first of all, let's minimize this as well. And first we need to import the Angular route or the routing module. So let's import the routing module, which is at Angular/router, and we're going to import the router module, and we need to define the routes which we are going to use in this application. I'm going to create a variable const, and I'm going to call this routes, which is of type routes, which is from the router module, and this is going to take an array, and each array contains an object, and inside the object we have a path, which is nothing but the URL. I'm going to call this expenses, and we're going to map it to the component, which is list expense component. And the next route we are going to define is for adding a new expense. For that, I'm going to add expense, and the component which we are going to map it to is add expense component. And by default, when the user navigated to the localhost 4200, we have to navigate it to the /expenses route. For that, we are going to specify an empty route, and inside this we don't specify a component here. Instead, we are going to pass redirect to, and we have to specify where we have to navigate when the user navigated to the 4200, which is the root of the application. We have to navigate it to this route, which is expenses route. For that, we have to specify /expenses, and we have to specify path match to full. So now let's save this, and let's go to the app.component.html. We have to specify where we have to display the view template when the route has been executed, where we have to display the view template to the user. That we have to specify. So inside the app.component.html, so let me get rid of this app list expenses. We are going to add a selector, which is router outlet. So this is going to take care of displaying the view template to the user based on the routes. So now let's save this, and let's go to the browser, and let me reload this. It should display the /expenses, but for some reasons it is not displaying. Let's figure out what is happening. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code, and we are displaying the router outlet, this is fine. And if you go to the app.module.ts file, yeah, okay, we haven't imported the router module inside the imports array, so let's do that. So within the imports array, we have to import the router module just like how they have imported the browser module and the HTTP client module. So let's quickly import the router module, and we're going to call for route method, and to this for route method we are going to pass the routes which we have defined, routes. So let's save this, and now if you navigate it to the browser, let's reload this. Okay, now you can see 4200/expenses, but it is not displaying the list of expenses. Again, something went wrong. Let's navigate it to the Visual Studio Code and see what is happening. So when the /expenses has executed, we are mapping it to the least expenses component. If you go to the least expenses component, inside the ng-onIt method, we are making a HTTP request and we are getting the data. Everything seems to be correct, but still we are not getting the list of expenses. Let's try to investigate it. Go to the developer tools, and you can see something. Okay, in the console everything is correct, but still we are not getting the list of expenses. Again, let's figure it out. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. I think inside this app.component.html, the router outlet, and we have this list expenses. Okay, everything seems to be correct. Sometimes this will happens, I don't know why. Let's actually shut down the server and restart it again. So let's navigate it to the terminal and delete this, and let's close this. Okay, so again let's open up the Visual Studio Code and let's import the project. Let's run it, ng serve. This time it should display the list of expenses. Okay, sometimes this will happen with this Visual Studio Code. Alright, the application has been started. Let's go to the browser. Okay, now you can see it is displaying the list of expenses. So sometimes this will happen, I don't know why. Maybe after once we added the routing, we need to restart our application. Maybe it should be like that, I don't know. But whatever the reason, if this didn't work, like when you added the routing, if it is not working, then make sure to shut down the server. You don't need to close the Visual Studio Code, I just did that, but you just stop the server and restart it again, it will work. Okay, so let me close this. But right now we do not have any add button to navigate to the add expense. Let's actually change the URL. I'm going to call add expense. We should see the template which is add expense works. Okay, so now the basic routing is working. In the next video we are going to create a expense form and we're going to save the object. We're going to make a HTTP post request to the REST endpoint which we have created. So that is coming up in the next video. I will see you in the next video.